And we're beginning from the education front because we understand the minority in Parliament is demanding the suspension of a teacher licensure examination. You recall that this has generated a lot of controversy in the last few weeks following the failure of a number of the teachers in the exams. According to the NDC MPs, the current nature of the exams being undertaken by the teachers is retrogressive and fails to bring the best out of them. It follows another mass failure recorded in this year's exams, which seeks to certify teachers. The National Teaching Council attributed the failure to inadequate preparation by the candidates. The NDC MPs, however, are of a different view. They want major reforms to the current structure. We'll be engaging a member of the Education Committee in Parliament in a short time to understand exactly why they're calling for the suspension of the examinations. Also, we recall that recently Education Minister Dr. Yaw Seidutu met with President Akufo-Addo, and he, among other things, mentioned that they had to even reduce the pass mark for the examination to allow many more teachers to pass, but for some reason the teachers were unable to attain the pass mark, and so that blame was squarely placed at the doorstep of the teachers in question. And here we are having the minority adding their voices and calling for a total overhaul. Let's engage Ranking Member on the Education Committee and MP for Akachi North, Peter Nochu-Kotwe, on this concern. Thank you, Mr. Kotwe, for joining me. Now, why is the minority describing the current exam and the structure as it is as regressive?
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Kotwe.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. I was asking why the minority is describing the current form of the licensure examination as retrogressive.
Yeah. If you watch events carefully, a teacher has gone to undergo a 3-year training program to become a teacher. And at the end of it all, he is asked to write an examination for about 6 hours to determine whether he can teach or not, to determine whether he could be competent a teacher or not. Meanwhile, this is somebody who has gone through all the courses and passed them, only to be told that you don't qualify to teach. And that is very demoralizing and retrogressive, because once you do that to the person, morally he becomes disturbed. So we have been of the view that that mode of assessment to grant license to teachers to become professionals or to enable them practice as teachers is not good enough. It should be a process over a period, so that as soon as you enter the college, whether it is the first year, second year, or the final year, you are made to undergo a course program. And once you earn credit hours and you pass that, probably it could be in ethics, methodology, and any other thing that will make the teacher very, very efficient in the classroom. So that's why we are saying that that process will be better than the 6-hour paper, in which there is even no curriculum you can find anywhere from which the teacher can study for the examinations. There is no syllabus to that effect. So you realize that out of the blue, you enter the examination room, whatever comes, you write, whatever you think you know, whether right or wrong. That is what you are confronted with. And we feel that that is not the best way to assess the teacher or to grant the teacher a certificate or a license to become a professional teacher.
And so you are calling for a suspension, but some have also said a complete cancellation of this licensure examination is the way to go. I know that the NDC during the 2020 electioneering campaign had said, for example, that this was one of the issues we're going to consider.